Right, but you want to talk about Kobbie Mainoo potentially to Chelsea as well as Alejandro Garnacho's exit from Manchester United. We're delving deep into the latest reports that's come up from a variety of different sources, and I think it's been some very interesting news. I think Kobbie Mainoo going to Chelsea, obviously with the article that come out from Chris Wheeler in the Daily Mail, suggesting that Kobbie Mainoo would go to Chelsea if he does leave Manchester United now. Obviously, there's a lot of stories about he wanted £200,000 contract. Manchester United are not reluctant to start any players up for grabs, even like the likes of Lenny Yoro, Mazraoui, the players that we've just recently signed. Listen, it is an interesting story. I think you look at Mainoo, he's been one of Manchester United's best players in what has been some tough few games for Manchester United. I think you look at what you need from Mainoo, I think he does have it. And I think the main issue is just a contract negotiation from his representatives and his agent to get a bigger and better deal from Manchester United. You can understand why they want to do it. You look at players like Mason Mount, Antony, Casemiro's, Rashford, Sancho's, all these sorts of players are on 10 times the amount of what Kobbie Mainoo's getting. Some less obviously and some more. And do you think they deserve to be? Then Kobbie Mainoo obviously thinks he should be higher up in the pecking order at Manchester United. As I said, Mainoo is a good player, and it simply is a negotiation. I don't think they're going to let him go. He's probably deemed as one of Manchester United's most valuable players at the moment, coming through the academy. I don't think he wants to leave the football club. And yes, if a ridiculous offer came in for him, upwards of 100 million, you'd probably look at considering taking it. And that's with any player at any club. For example, Saka at Arsenal, Cole Palmer at Chelsea, other big players. If an offer came in like that, you would be silly to decline. But I think for Kobbie Mainoo, listen, he's got a contract until 2028. I think he's obviously looked at how much game time he's getting at United, and he obviously thinks he's more valued, which is fair enough. He probably deserves to be more valued than what he's currently being treated like at Manchester United. He's a very, very good player. And yeah, I think he does deserve more at Manchester United than we have undervalued him. Chelsea, I don't think he would go to another Premier League club if he does leave. I think right now, United are not in the best position, and that's probably why you could see that story coming out. Back in the olden days when you had players like Ryan Giggs, these sorts of players, they would only leave. Where would they go if they were to leave Manchester United? Because we were the best club at the time. There's not many clubs. There will be clubs interested in taking Mainoo, there's no doubt. Maybe the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, clubs abroad, but I just don't think he's up for sale. And listen, people would be fuming with Ineos if they did get rid of a player like Kobbie Mainoo. In terms of Garnacho, listen, again, he's another one. Atletico Madrid have reportedly been interested in signing Alejandro Garnacho. And do you view him as one of those players they can sign? Obviously, he's previously been there. Listen, going back to Kobbie Mainoo, because I'm just going to talk about Mainoo mainly in this video. He's one of those players who is generational. I think you look at what he did at such a young age. He represented England at only, 18, 19 years of age. He had come through Manchester United. And we're really in a tough patch. I mean, we haven't been getting up. Yes, we won the FA Cup, and he scored in that, but we haven't really been ripping up trees, and I think he's added composure. And you look at how important he is to that midfield. Ugarte and Mainoo have a really good balance and a really good relationship, and you can really see what they are adding to this Manchester United team. It simply is just a way of trying to getting him more valued at the team. He's probably worth, right now, I think in the article it said about 70 million to sell Kobbie Mainoo. I mean, that would be ridiculous. And I don't think Manchester United will sell him at that point. You're probably looking at 100 million worth. He's one of those sort of valued players at United. But I think he's someone you should be building the team around him. The likes of Lenny Yoro, Kobbie Mainoo, Ahmad. These young talented players who look like they have a lot of years left at United. And listen, you could maybe in the future, look, I wouldn't be giving Mainoo a new contract now because he's into 2028 anyway, or 2027 with a further year. If United do extend it, it's just more money. And if he does, for example, like it went with Rashford, I'm not saying it will, and I hope it doesn't, but if it does end up how he did with Rashford, he'll be on ridiculous money. And you don't know what could happen with Kobbie Mainoo kind of next season, so there's no guaranteed. So I don't think I would give Mainoo a new contract yet. I understand, obviously, he does want more wages, and that could be something that United are trying to go for. He's on 20 grand a week, and you look at players like Antony, I think he's on like 190, 200, Maguire 190, 200, Sancho 150, he's not even playing for us. Rashford 300, Bruno 300, Casemiro 350, Mount I think 200. Like, these are players on ridiculous wages. And you look at Kobbie Mainoo, sat at 20 grand, he's playing consistently for Manchester United, putting everything in. He would probably be valued and want to be more valued than he currently is. But listen, let me know your thoughts. Would you want to give Mainoo a new contract? Should Manchester United give Mainoo a new contract? And will Mainoo sign for Chelsea. I don't think he will. I don't think he's quite at that stage in his career where he's looking at signing for other clubs. This is now only his second season in professional football, playing for United's first team. He's come through the academy. He understands what it's like to play for Manchester United. I don't think he'll be quite leaving yet, but listen, let me know your thoughts.